Hello. I got some cotton in my ears. Got a good infection going on, so I got a lot of drumming. So I might not be talking the right volume. You might have trouble hearing me. I definitely have trouble hearing. So I'm taking antibiotics both orally and my eardrops. Got some breakfast here, some bacon and eggs. I thought maybe you'd want to listen to the birds if there are any. So I'll check in on chat a little bit. I'll just set you over here while I eat. I'm dying. Hey now. What's up, Calix? I just kind of had you guys sitting over here on the day bed while I was doing dishes and cleaning up from breakfast. How's it going? My camera isn't too great. It picks up a lot of the glare. But what can I do? I have a double ear infection. So I've got tissues in both my ears. I cannot hear too well at all. So I guess it's good that I'm streaming because I can't hear you guys talk anyway. I can read. Got me a tea going. Yeah, it drones, things that shouldn't hurt my ears do, and things that are really loud are super loud. Like even my talking right now, it actually hurts. It's very loud in my head. But I've got eardrops that I'm using and some oral antibiotics, some amoxicillin. It'll be a couple of days of pain and not sleeping well. And it'll be over. It's only a short time. How am I feeling? Otherwise, I feel fine. I've got energy, whatnot. I didn't sleep well, but I slept good enough. I hear some strange sounds at night, and I think it's because my ears amplifying other things that are quiet, a gecko or a lizard or something making the noise in the night sounds different. So I wake up a few times. Yeah, it'll work out. Well, it's just a temporary illness. It's been quite rainy and cool here the last few days, just consistent rain. I thought the monsoon season was over with. And temperature-wise, it seems to be over with. It's nice and cool. Normally it would be hot rain. So that part has changed, but the rain still flows. Steep in the tea. How about you? How you doing? Calix, if you're still here, how you doing? Looks like it's just flow watching right now. I just see one. But, hi. Pretty sure I've got a bit of a fever. But not very high. It's definitely up a bit. Yes, I just ate. Gotta eat to take the antibiotics. And this morning I made a nice big chocolate coffee, mocha coffee, and then I just finished making bacon and eggs. So I've got some leftover Spanish rice. I've been making a lot of that, so I've got some more of it. I made another batch last night, and I'll cook that with. I've got some stuff that I pulled out of the freezer, so I've got food. Yeah, bacon and eggs. It's a slab of belly fat, or yeah, a slab of basically bacon meat, yeah, and you take it and put it in the fridge for 7 days, covered in 50% salt and 50% brown sugar is what I used. I rub it on both sides and I put it in the fridge on a rack on a pan so it can drain. And then you flip it each day. Just leave it in the fridge and flip it, and leave it in the fridge and flip it. And then after that, you've got a decently cured bacon, and you can cut it to your own thickness. I like a nice and thick cut bacon. Fry it up like you normally do. Yeah, Spanish rice is too easy. I wind up cooking the tomatoes. I have blanched tomatoes where I take the skin off, and I wind up cooking those right in with the rice. Uh, so I kind of take out 40% of the water I would normally put in the rice, and then I have the tomatoes cooking in some of that, the tomato water. Once I skin them, then I use that tomato and the tomato water to go into the rice and complete the volume. Um, then I saute peppers and onions and garlic on the side in a separate pan to mix after the rice is all done, not to mess it all up. And then once it's done, I hit it with fresh cilantro and serve it up. It's fantastic. Yeah, either buy a meal as itself, or you put some chicken next to it or whatever. Got some projects to do today. I got to clean out the downstairs laundry room because it's supposed to be tiled, and the tools are all over the place. It's kind of the tool shed too, so I've got to get all the tools organized back into one location and clean and assess their damage from the people using them and what's gone missing. Excuse me. I don't know. Am I talking loud enough from this far away? I see the little voiceometer thing. uh, yeah, then I got to clean all that out, sweep it out, put that stuff back in order. And I've got some weed whacking to do today, quite a lot of it. Okay, good. You can hear me. My ears are so messed up. I don't know how loud I'm talking at all. Um, and I have a whole bunch of weed whacking to do. A lot. If I can get that machine started, it's been kind of being a little bummer lately, so we'll have to see how that goes. Again, I think people were using it and abusing it. If there's broken pieces on it that they were cooking in here, gas left open, place left trashed. So just gotta clean up after grown adults. Standard operating procedure in this day and age. Yeah, I can't tell if that's dogs barking or pigs or so much weird noise. It's just my version of Spanish rice. I'm sure that there's a different official recipe for it. In my rice water, I like to cook. I like to put in some chicken bouillon to make the water real flavorful, so that the rice has like another layer of flavor inside rather than just water. It's funny. One of my friends she cooks occasionally, but she thinks it's all the best. She's got. It's not really cooking; it's just warming stuff up. You know what I mean? I do like to cook. I like to take the raw ingredients and make something. I don't shop with a plan usually when I go. Hey, what's up, Scully Pop? I just kind of go get things and then make the menu when I see them in the fridge. I've got myself a nice head cold, Scully, but otherwise, I'm all right. I'll just be feeling a little for a few days. It'll pass. It's been quite cloudy and rainy here and cold at night, so my body is clearly not used to it and in revolt. Yeah, I missed your Halloween in Bourbon Street. I didn't really do much celebrating for Halloween. That's not my thing. But yeah, I I say that I want to have like more time driving because you do like really long shows, and I want to listen to them all. For me to sit still, I can put the shows on and then listen while I do chores. But for me to sit still is I'm too antsy. And it's a timing thing, right? My morning is your evening, so as you guys are like doing your streams and people are winding down, I'm spinning up to do stuff. I've even had it where I catch myself, I watch enough videos from the US and then I'm just lazy all day here, so I gotta watch that. Big move. Another beautiful day in the neighborhood. I'm almost out of tea. Yeah, of all things to be out of. Yeah, I think you might just see the buffering on your end, Flo. When you ask about that, I've never been like on my end seeing anything that says buffering or the spinning wheel or nothing. So I think the stream keeps going somehow. So good. Yeah, I don't get too many fancy teas or anything like that. I like a good jasmine tea and a green tea, a black tea. You know, they're useful for different times when you're trying to relax or trying to spin up. Chamomile is like a tranquilizer dart to the neck. I drink a cup of that and I'm out. It works so well. I'm glad I'm that simple. Yeah, black tea. The black English black breakfast tea is really good. Oh, the stream died last night. Okay. Just shut off on you. YouTube do a friendly notice to kick you out. Like, hey. Oh, Your Wi-Fi, yeah. Don't I know it? Yeah, I'm using the mobile data from my phone now as a hotspot for my laptop, and I've been thinking about getting one of those uh, remote Wi-Fi, devices. So you put a SIM card in it, you put money on it, and then it's designed to be linked with many devices, so that I can run my phone and my laptop off of that one. I don't know. I had one before and I really liked it. It was strong. It was another thing to carry if I wanted to, bring my laptop, but whatever. It's small enough to fit in your pocket. I don't know. What is that one? Oil of bergamot. It sounds like something from a fantasy book. But it's good to get our supplements and all the stuff that we need from our food. Yeah, that we're eating, not taking a pill form of it. We need to have a better diet, more encompassing of the spectrum of the stuff that we need to intake, so we don't have to have all these additives after the fact. And that's easy to say because good, nourishing food is pretty doggone expensive in the U.S., isn't it? Oh, yeah, I'm just sitting here sweating, which is interesting. It's not too hot out. So I've got to have some kind of a fever going. Good to try and sweat it out, I guess. How often do I go without food? I've been doing a lot of different fasting for either a spiritual reason or a health reason because it combats many problems that I don't have. If you can understand that, I don't want to have those problems. So by reducing the regularity of my insulin creation, every time you eat food, it creates insulin. So if I don't need to eat, I don't eat. Um, Here soon, I'm going to be doing a 40-day fast, but it's only half of the day. You just don't eat during the daytime, 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. And this is more of a spiritual target for me rather than a health benefit. I'm pretty healthy. I'm not overweight. I'm not diabetic. I don't have high blood pressure. I don't wake up in the middle of the night to pee. Yeah, I don't have a lot of those things that people in their 50s have. So I'll take it. Just keep trying to be healthy, exercise, and eat right. Yeah, I mean, it goes. I go into autophagy. This is a hard word for me to say. I always mess with autophagy. There we go. It's about where you put the emphasis. Autophagy, because it looks like autophagy. Autophagy. This is when your body starts to get rid of the cells that it identifies that it doesn't need. It automatically spits stuff out. It's saying, I don't need that one, uh, and replaces things with new, fresh cells. And this is very healthy in anti-cancer, anti-diabetes, anti-heart disease, anti all of these things because your body is just fixing it before it gets out of control. And you do this by not eating rather than eating a really good diet. It's about eating a good diet in a timely manner. And if you have some ailments or something like this, I want you to just read up on just go fasting and whatever it is you have, fasting and diabetes, fasting and um, fibromyalgia, fasting and cancer, fasting and whatever, and just see what benefits, if it's recommended. Read a few articles. Don't just go off of what Google AI says about it. Go, scroll down and look. 3 day fasts. Wow, yeah, that's a long time. The longest I went without food is 3 days, 72 hours. So that's long. That was a real challenge. What I have been doing is just one meal a day. So I would eat at, like, let's say 2 o'clock in the afternoon on Monday, and then 3 o'clock on Tuesday I would eat, 4 o'clock on Wednesday, 5 o'clock on Thursday, 6 o'clock on Friday, like this. And then Sunday was kind of a reset day, just kind of eat and do whatever. So I would do like 5 24-hour fasts in a week. But I'm not hungry, so it's not like I'm really fasting. I don't need to eat if I'm not using it. But it is a work for the mind to mess with. Yeah, vegetarians, you can get we as our bodies can get all that we need from meat, so long as we're eating all you need, like the liver and the intestines and stuff like this for all the vitamins. If you eat purely vegetables, it is impossible for you to attain all the minerals and vitamins that the body needs without meat. It cannot be. They don't match up. You can from all meat if you're just a carnivore diet, but you cannot if you're just vegetarian. It is not possible. Our stomachs don't have the capacity to break down vegetables. That's why cows have 4 stomachs and such, so that they can break things down to a usable level. We don't, so we cannot. But you can get everything from a carnivore diet. But people are like, oh, they eat steaks and stuff like this. You need to be eating liver, and you should be making sausages with the real intestines. Uh, you got to have these things to get the nutrients. Yeah, I like to think that I'm pretty good on my vitamin C, and I get a lot of sun for natural D and all this. I take a supplement of vitamins occasionally, a couple times a week for B, C, D, E, A. Yeah, A, B, C, D, E. So yeah, it's interesting that I get sick out here. I've got a pretty strong immune system, so this must be a doozy. Yeah. Get sick, it'll make me stronger. That's all. It's only temporary. Yeah, I know. I hear you, Flo. I mean, there'd be a lot more vegetarians if they actually had to grow and process their own meat. Yeah, like, talk about, oh, I don't like the way they do it. Well, try and do it yourself. It's not easy to stomach slaughtering a cow or a pig and cutting it all up. It's not a pleasant thing. I, I do generally have good eyesight. I wear glasses. I'm sitting a couple of meters away from my laptop trying to read the text. Oh yeah, Food Inc. No, people are lazy. They want easy. They want fast. They want, oh, take it out of the freezer, put it into the microwave. Okay, there's dinner. Because most households, everybody has to work to survive, and that could be a couple of different things, right? What do you mean survive? Do you have 5 flat screen TVs and 3 cars and an ATV and a dirt bike and a kayak and 3 dogs? And you know what I mean? If you have these things, this is not just surviving. You gotta, you know, keep it in perspective, I guess. It's a lot easier to survive when you don't have a lot of stuff. Yeah, it is a waste of resources. Yeah. If I eat more than I need, if I'm big because I don't burn the calories I'm intaking, there's a moral level to being responsible about your intake as well, not just your own health. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the point out here where I've got my chickens and the eggs and my veggies going, and I can just walk outside, take a chicken, grab some eggs, you know, grab some veggies and make myself a real meal. Yeah, yeah. You hear the pigs? They must be moving the pigs around. Must be loading them up and taking them to the factory. They don't like that too much. Oh, yeah. We'll go to the bathroom, be right back. I'll leave you with Thailand. Okay, just reading the chat again, catching up. What's up, Rick? Yeah, that's pretty sensitive ears. Yeah, this camera sucks on this laptop. It is not that hazy here. I look out and it's quite clear. Well, I can't loaf about all day. I got some things to do. I got to do my laundry. I got to do some cleanup downstairs in the new laundry room, do some weed whacking. I'll be doing my laundry by hand until we get a washer out here. So I clean up one of the showers and then put everything in the shower and do it on the floor, clean everything up, soap it, rinse it, squeeze it, and then hang it out to dry. And I got to do that while the sun is shining. So I'm going to get to doing that. I appreciate everybody coming by for my quick little live stream. 46 minutes, not so quick. But I think maybe I'll do more stuff like this, just sitting here, and I might just go ahead and leave nature up while I do my duties. And people can check out Thailand and chat amongst yourselves. But I'm going to go get to work. So love you. God bless you. I might check in and leave this on, and I might not. So I'll see you guys around in one of your streams or another one of our mutual friends. And that's it. I hope you have a great day.
There's a video with you guys. I've got a pretty good set of root infections in both ears. I got antibiotics both oral and enteral. The way it hurts, it's really good also. So I think we can part of the day. I'm just doing laundry today, and then I'll clean the laundry room out downstairs. Put all the tools back in order, and hopefully do some meat trim in the afternoon. That's the plan today. What's going on? I hope your Sundays are fantastic. Take care.
Still doing my chores. I'm just turning the angle here a little bit because I'm about to hang my underwear out. That's a hot one. Laundry's done. No one's watching, but that's all right. I'll end the stream. Take care. Great to see everybody that stopped in for even a moment. God bless.